The attorneys that I know, attorneys that I hire.
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!
Guys, I want to tell you something. Judges are people too. Tasha K's attorneys, they had a hearing in March. I have never seen a judge so angry at attorney. I mean, this judge went at Tasha K's attorneys' throats. And we could talk about karma in a more conceptual. Did y'all know that? I mean, on her videos, she was talking about me as an attorney. She's like, "Oh, lead attorney, I would never hire you." I always do responses. Right? Oh, I hire real attorneys. I hire great attorneys. Right? What happened in March of this year? Tasha K's attorneys were at a hearing. This Judge Ray, got in Tasha K's attorneys so bad. It's all over the internet. It's all over YouTube. There's leaked audio of the hearing where you hear the judge enraged at Tasha K's attorneys. You know what he said about her attorneys? Called them wholly unprofessional. All right. Now, a lot of you guys are like, "Oh, let me tell you something. There are jobs and then there are professions. To be an attorney is a profession. To be a doctor is a profession. To be an architect is a profession. To be an accountant is a profession. You have to have professional licenses. This is not like just some Burger King chicken nuggets. You can just quit and whatever. We are in a profession that is full of ethics. And you never want to have your reputation besmirched by anyone as an attorney, especially by a judge. You know how people are like, "Oh, don't call me a thief. My reputation is everything. I'll kill somebody if they call me a thief," or something like that, right? That's how you are with your reputation. For another attorney to call you out. I mean, I've seen attorneys fist fight. Attorneys will fist fight in a courtroom. Like, you don't talk shit about an attorney's reputation. This federal court judge called Tasha K's attorneys wholly unprofessional because of the mistakes that they were making. Listen to this, guys. Listen, I'm going to read it to you. Listen to what this judge said about Tasha K's attorneys, about another mistake that they made. He says, "Listen, I am not going to put up with this again in this case. And this is not the first time that you, Tasha K's attorneys, have done something like this. I don't know if I'm going to punish Tasha K for what you did, attorneys. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to punish Tasha K. But if this happens again in any form or fashion, Tasha K needs to know that I am sanctioning you for these errors." As an attorney, sometimes when you see drama, you just want to get your popcorn and you want to do this. But then the drama can get so fucked up, you put your popcorn aside to the second and you're like, "The fuck is going on? Why is this judge going off?" That's not even the worst part. This, guys, is a death sentence for I don't know any attorney who's heard this from a judge, much less a federal court judge. You never hear that. I've been practicing 20 years, and I have seen judges get hot at attorneys. You never hear this. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. You've never heard it in your life. This judge sat on this federal court bench and told Tasha K's attorneys, he said, "Listen, let me go back. Let me take a step back for a second. Attorneys, we have this profession, right? What does that mean? We have licenses. Who keeps our licenses? The state bar. There's a state bar in every state. There's one body, one organization that gives us our license to practice law. It gives us our right to eat. It gives us our right to put food on our table. If you lose your license, you've lost your whole career. Listen to what I'm telling you. If someone reports you to the state bar and you lose your license, attorneys have deleted themselves over it. All right? Listen. To report something to the state bar and jeopardize your license, you know, it's the most damaging thing that can happen to an attorney. Hands down, the most damaging thing. Losing cases, no, every attorney loses some cases. Every attorney wins and every attorney loses. Losing the case, and that's small potatoes. You want the nuclear option? Do you want a nuclear option? Report an attorney to the state bar. You've got that attorney's full attention. And that's you as a private citizen. That's just, that's you as a private. If you get in an argument with an attorney, your attorney, and your attorney stealing from you or something, when you report that to the state bar, you have officially pressed the nuclear option. Attorneys do not tell non-attorneys really to report it to the state bar, because you do not want people willy-nilly reporting shit to the state bar, because you're jeopardizing a person's livelihood. Now we're in a whole different thing. We're in a whole different area now. You're jeopardizing my ability to feed my family. Listen to what this judge said. The judge is talking to Tasha K's attorneys. The judge said, if I thought for the mistakes that they were making, if I thought I could report this to the state bar of Georgia, then I would do that. I, as a judge, a federal court judge, would report you to the state bar of Georgia. In fact, I'm going to go home. I'm going to review the rules of the bar to see if I can do it. I said, when a fucking judge in the middle of a case threatens to says a judge is going to go home and research whether he can report you to the state bar. These are Tasha K's attorneys. This happened way back earlier in the year. This judge is sick, is absolutely sick of Tasha K's attorneys. I've never heard a judge in 20 years say he's going to research about not a federal judge, research reporting attorneys, particular attorneys to the state bar for all the errors that they're making. Then later on, first he called them wholly unprofessional, then later on called them totally unprofessional. Again, going to the professionalism, going to the ethics. I can't tell you what that means. If you're not an attorney, you're just not going to understand. You know? Guys, I wish I could tell you. You guys don't know how it is to be an attorney. If you are standing up in front of the judge and your judge tells you that he's going to research whether he can report you to the state bar, and then you have to turn around. Imagine me. I don't even want to put my fucking self in it. It's so terrible. Imagine you. Let's put it on you. Imagine you're an attorney and you're getting paid tens of thousands of dollars representing a high influencer client like Tasha K is, 1 million subscribers. This lady will tell you how much she's making. She's making so much money. She's paying you so much money. You are eating from the money that Tasha K is paying you. and that judge tells you that after Tasha K's paid all that money to you, he is going to research whether he can report you as a federal judge to the State Bar of Georgia. Here's the kicker. After he blasts you, you have to turn around and you have to look at Tasha K. I have a question. What is Tasha K's facial expression when she looks at you getting blasted by a federal court judge? Can you put yourself in that situation as a person? Imagine the embarrassment. That's why, I know Tasha K came at me and, but I'm really not taking any pleasure out of this. Any attorney is shocked looking at this. Because we know what it's like to be embarrassed in front of our client, but this is a level that is just never seen in careers. Imagine Tasha K looking at you, knowing she's paid you tens of thousands of dollars. Tasha K heard it. She heard it. I mean, honestly, it's on the internet. Everybody's heard it. How do you feel as an attorney when the judge threatens to report you to this? Right? And the judge goes further. The judge ain't even done. Listen to what the judge said. I can't tell you, Judge Ray, and I'm telling you, Judge Ray is awesome. What are judges supposed to do? Does anyone know what judges are the quality that judges are supposed to have? Judges are supposed to be impartial. I'm not on Cardi B's side. I'm not on Tasha K's side. I'm not taking sides. I'm the judge. I'm the referee. I'm not on the New England Patriots side. I'm not on the Falcons side. I'm just wearing the stripes. And I'm not going to prejudice the case. I'm not going to make a decision until I hear all the evidence. Everybody, you have a fair shot, Tasha K, to win. Cardi B, you have a fair shot to win. That's what judges are supposed to say. That's the purpose of the trial. The purpose of the trial is so that the judge can make a determination after the trial who wins or loses. What does the judge say months ago? Listen to this. The judge says to everybody, the judge says, honestly, listen, honestly, if you look at the evidence that we all know is out there, I, as the judge, the federal court judge, trial is months away. I, as the judge, have to say that there is a much greater probability that if this case goes to trial, completely on everything that we've seen, Cardi B's gonna win. The judge said that there's not even been a trial. It's like, shit. How can a judge be stronger on one side? And this is not some little rinky-dink Mayberry judge. This is a federal court judge telling Tasha K that Cardi B is gonna win.
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth.